All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in towards the end. It's going to be pretty funny and interesting that I have a ticker symbol. It's not really towards the end, actually towards the middle half of this video. Right after this, we're going to jump into a ticker symbol that I honestly believe you guys should stay tuned for. We're going to briefly touch base on one of the stocks I mentioned earlier this morning. And then also we're going to jump right into a stock that I've been talking about since March 27th over at the Patreon. I actually do daily chart analysis on this stock every single day. You guys will actually probably know it once you start seeing what I talk about and so forth. So stay tuned for that, because this is a stock that this month in April has a few catalysts going for it, and so far it's shown a few moments that it has had those catalysts. So I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on it. I think it's gonna be pretty funny once you guys see it, and I'm actually posting this towards the end of every single video, so it's gonna be cool. So that's the ticker symbol for right after this. So Ocugen, OCGN, right? Ocugen Inc. It has actually spiked twice right now and keeps getting rejected at the $8 mark. This right now is like swing traders playground right now, like buying at the dips, selling at the high, buying at the dips, selling at the high. Now, investors that are thinking long term or trying to just hold their position and want it to 2x, 3x, this is not your playground. This is actually very confusing, right? But we've talked about the possibilities and everything in every video yesterday and every video before that, right? But what caused this run? Well, it was Jim Cramer yesterday as I was speaking about this stock, and I actually did a video on it. Jim Cramer was actually being asked in the lightning round, or you actually can see it in articles. You don't have to watch the video. You can just look up, Ocugen Jim Cramer, and you'll see the article. And basically he said it's a speculative stock that you should watch or you should keep in mind. But he didn't mention anything about Covaxin, which I found interesting. I don't know if he's trying to not touch base on that or let out too much information, or I don't know what he knows that we don't know, right? But he basically said this is one to watch for their technology with the health technology for the eyes, because that's what Ocugen really focuses on. But I don't know, I've seen so many articles that are so firm and affirmative on the possibility of Covaxin getting U.S. emergency use, right, through the FDA approval. I've been seeing all your guys' rocket ships down below. I really appreciate those. Today, I want to see every single rocket ship down below. Every single viewer, all you got to do, just take a moment, comment down below, put a rocket ship to let me know that you saw this run, because I talked about it. This is going to be your favorite rocket ship, right? Now, did I think it was going to run this fast? I did not see that coming. I honestly believe that it keeps getting rejected at $8. And my question to you guys now, which is what we're going to look at, do you believe this rocket ship could go ahead and pass $8? Because I think that's one of its biggest rejections right now. And do you believe the FDA emergency use approval is coming? That's something that I want to see every single person's conviction down below. I want to see every single investor that feels this conviction. I feel pretty not assured of it, but pretty convinced that there's an opportunity. But remember, there's always the flip side of things. There could be a no. And if the no comes, we will definitely see it reflect in the price of this stock. I've been talking about that and emphasizing that big time. There's high risk here, high reward. But like I always say, other people don't say it like this, but I like to remind people. High risk, high losses. But I've seen a lot of articles. I've seen a lot of information. It might just have its opportunity to get a piece of its pie. And it's basically saying, based off the articles I've read, $1 billion in net profit for Ocugen based off of their 45% share, right, of the revenue and profits off of Covaxin, which is interesting. So I look forward to seeing everybody's comments. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. It helps out the YouTube channel to let me know you found this helpful and informative and you appreciate the time and effort I put into these videos. So this right here was a beautiful run. If you guys like that run, don't forget to smash the like button for that one. and comment a rocket ship. I want to see those rocket ships, and I can't wait to see everyone's conviction down below. How do you truly feel, so that you know you're not the only investor seeing this? Because as other investors show their perspective, we could see the ones that are doubting, we could see the ones that are excited. I would love to see that, not just for myself, but for every single investor to be aware. So the 50-day moving average is 666. What a number. But it ends up being that number, right? That's what it shows here on the chart. Anything above it is bullish. Anything below it is bearish. Now, the 50-day moving average is not yet tug-of-war zone, but we're getting close to it. Now, the resistance level that the bulls need to break through significantly is 810 to build momentum and work upwards to newer highs and new resistance levels. But the bulls need to break through this point and turn it into a support. Okay? They need to continue pulling to newer highs and away from the 50-day moving average. Now, we're currently sitting with the support level down here of 683. The stock's at 693. So 683, if that gets broken through, you have a small window to see how this is reacting between that point and the 50-day moving average to see if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down. But since this is such a broad stretch and the resistance levels are so high, I want to use this point right here where you can kind of see a little peak right here on that candlestick where the bulls try to actually level this off and reverse it, but the bears continue to pull down. So this could be your first resistance level to watch. It's not a formal one, it's an informal one. It's optional at 714 to see the momentum where it's going and how it's reacting. Okay? If you guys learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate my time and effort. Let's jump right into it so you know what ticker symbol you need to add to your watch list, and if it's already in your watch list, why you should watch it carefully. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I want you guys to add to your watch list is one that I actually do daily chart analysis on, and I mentioned it over at the Patreon since March 27th, especially when it was starting to show weakness. But we're going to go over its chart in just a moment. So here on the screen, I have a stock that I mentioned this morning, and I want to share with you guys a little snippet of what goes on over at the Discord. And by joining the Patreon, you gain access to the Discord. Now, Patreon member slots are actually getting limited. They're getting filled up pretty quick. And I want you guys to see what type of opportunities you can actually obtain or learn from first. Actually, I would tell every single investor and viewer to actually learn from this before actually acting upon it. But some of the ticker symbols that I mentioned, they have opportunities like this one. And today, some investors have messaged me and told me, hey, thank you so much. I took this shot. It was awesome. It was a nice write-up, so forth. And I mentioned it at 7:33. ISIG shot up this morning, just pulled back, seems to have room, sitting at 709. Just needs more volume, very low volume, so be careful, right? So right after I mentioned it, it started to fall a little bit lower, and it hit a low here of 690. And from that point forward, it took off and it reached 915. Okay, this stock right here took off in just 2 hours and gave us back $2 per share if we entered close to the point when I mentioned it or a little bit above it. So that's about 15 to 20% in just 2 hours. And if you actually wanted to play it again from this point right here at 655 all the way up to 765, a whole entire dollar, it gave you another 10 to 15%. So if you put that together, that was like a 30% opportunity in just one day. Now, am I guaranteeing this every single time? No. But one of the biggest things you can obtain from joining the Discord and even the Patreon is my weekly watch list and the daily movers that I'm seeing as speculative stocks to watch and opportunities that are presenting themselves. Now, this one was pretty low under the radar because the average volume was 9 million. So you really had to dig a little deep to find this. I'm not saying you can't, but I am here to enlighten you guys and cast light on opportunities many other investors may be overlooking or not aware of. And that's what I do. And I enjoy doing that. So over at the Patreon, you can go check out the tiers. They're getting filled up pretty fast. And you gain access to the Discord. You'll be able to see my weekly watch list. And you'll be able to see these opportunities. Now, I really advise every single investor and viewer to learn from this first before just jumping into this type of stuff because it's a lot more speculative, but I know a lot of investors want to learn about this and have some type of understanding or guidance of where to look. And that's what I'm here for. So we're out here to try to maximize profits and minimize losses. So what ticker symbol do I want you guys to add to your watch list? So the ticker symbol that I want you guys to add to your watch list is Ocugen, okay? Ocugen had a pretty big run, right? As you could see that there throughout the day. I mean, what a jump. Now, this was sitting close to $6 and some change. I've talked about it since March, right? When you think about it, way back at this point right here, March 27th, it was falling. I told every single investor and viewer, watch it closely. The closer it gets to $6, the more interesting it becomes, okay? I talked about why the opportunity is there. I did tell everyone that it's speculative, so be careful. And March 27th at 11:39 p.m. There's the stamp time right there. And it was currently sitting at 7.13 at the time I did this post. Now, did it get closer to $6? Certainly. It dropped down to $5.85, bounced back up and hit a high here of $8. Started to fall, and today had a big run from literally $6.35 all the way up to $8.23 again. Now, something I'm noticing, and I just want to kind of point it out, is that it's been doing this time over time. So this is something to be a little bit aware of, that it's having little spikes, almost looking like that's all it could do, hit up to $8. So I do want investors to be aware of that and be a little cautious, right? Because if you've been getting in and you haven't been taking profits, these might be your opportunities, unless the FDA approval is going to shoot this one up to newer highs, which is what we've been talking about and all the things that have been going on. But today's jump was really due to the fact that last night, if you watch the lightning round or if you look at different articles, Jim Cramer literally said these words. He said, this is a speculative opportunity, but he didn't mention about the Covaxin. That's where I kind of found it interesting. And I don't know what type of statement that was, or he doesn't want to get too much into that speculation, if it's true or not, if they're going to be the U.S. market distributor to get the FDA approval or not. But he just said, you know, they are speculative and an opportunity worth taking a look at because of their technology for the eyes, right? What they really are known for. So he didn't mention anything about Covaxin, which I found interesting, but that made this stock run, and it hit a high here of 822. So this is definitely a stock to add to your watch list if you don't have it already. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.